Caitlin Clark joined Sunday Night Basketball for 2 NBA games. Caitlin Clark is headed to the NBA, at least for a couple of nights. NBC announced Tuesday that Clark, the Indiana Fever star with an enormous following within the game, is joining the network's pregame coverage for its debut of Sunday Night Basketball.
Caitlin Clark joins NBC's NBA coverage just when it seemed like Caitlin Clark might be taking a quiet break before the next WNBA season. NBC announced a massive move that has the sports world buzzing. The Indiana Fever superstar isn't just staying in the headlines. She's heading to the NBA. To be clear, she isn't hitting the court against LeBron James. Instead, she has officially signed on as a special contributor for the big relaunch of Basketball Night in America. Why this matters: NBC is bringing the NBA back to its airwaves after more than 2 decades. While they have the history in that famous Round Ball Rock theme song, they needed a fresh face to connect generations. They didn't go with a retired legend or a current NBA veteran. They chose the 24-year-old who has completely changed how people watch women's basketball. What to expect the role? Caitlin will join the studio team to provide expert analysis and commentary. The team, she'll be working alongside host Maria Taylor and Hall of Famers like Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady. The schedule: her debut is set for this Sunday, February 1st, at Madison Square Garden for the Lakers vs. Knicks game. You can also catch her again on March 29th. This is a strategic masterstroke for NBC. By bringing Caitlin Clark into the fold, they are bridging the gap between old-school fans and a whole new audience. It's a clear sign that her influence on the game is only just beginning.
Madison Square Garden. The debut. They picked her to kick it off. Not, yeah, it'll do a couple weeks and then you'll come in. No. We need you to launch this thing, dude. We need you to kick this off. See?
The big debut. New York City Caitlin Clark is making her first appearance on February 1st, and she couldn't have picked a more iconic spot. She'll be at Madison Square Garden in New York City, right before the Lakers take on Knicks. It's a brilliant move. You have the mecca of basketball, LeBron James on the court, and Caitlin Clark on the microphone. This isn't just a broadcast. It's a major media event designed to grab everyone's attention. Working with the legends, Caitlin won't be flying solo. She's joining a studio team of absolute icons, including Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. These 3 are Hall of Famers and some of the best players to ever play the game. Seeing a 24-year-old talent like Caitlin sitting alongside these legends to break down plays and share her insights is going to be a must-watch moment for fans of all ages. Why is NBC making this move? It's no secret. Caitlin Clark brings the viewers. When she was in college, people signed up for streaming services in record numbers just to watch her play. NBC knows her star power is real. By making her the face of their NBA coverage, they aren't just looking for a good analyst. They're looking to bring her massive, loyal fan base over to the NBA. A strategic timeline. The timing of her appearances is very intentional. February 1st, right before the NBA All-Star break. March 29th, her second scheduled date, right as excitement for the WNBA season begins to build. NBC is using these specific dates to keep the momentum going for their biggest sports investment. It's clear that Caitlin is no longer just a basketball player. She's a global brand that everyone wants a piece of. This move keeps Caitlin in the spotlight and keeps the Indiana Fever top of mind, even during the off-season. It's also a smart insurance policy. With a potential WNBA lockout on the horizon, this NBC role gives her a solid platform to stay visible. If the season is delayed, she could easily become a regular Sunday night fixture, staying the face of the sport while labor talks continue. A new kind of teamwork. Imagine the chemistry on that set. You have Vince Carter, the master of the dunk; Tracy McGrady, one of the game's smoothest scorers; Carmelo Anthony, the king of the mid-range shot; Caitlin Clark, the queen of the long-distance logo 3. The level of basketball knowledge in that room will be incredible. Fans can look forward to hearing them swap stories and strategies. Whether it's Caitlin asking Melo about his footwork or Vince asking her about her shooting range. Elevating the game, this is more than just a job. It's a major win for the perception of women's sports. Seeing these NBA legends treat Caitlin as a true peer and an equal in basketball IQ will be a powerful moment for viewers. It's must-watch TV that goes beyond the box score. It's about the respect she has earned at the highest level of the game.
He's about what might be coming during Clark's debut appearance. We're hoping to have Caitlin with a basketball in her hand. That's not a tease. That's not a tease. Not teasing the shoe.
Rumors, shoes, and a new era of the excitement doesn't stop with just a seat at the desk. NBC producer Sam Flood recently teased that they hope to have Caitlin with a basketball in her hand during the broadcast. This has sparked all kinds of fun theories. Will we see a shooting contest between her and a legend like Reggie Miller? Or perhaps she'll break down her own signature shooting form. The biggest rumor, however, involves her partnership with Nike. They've been very quiet about her upcoming signature shoe, and fans are wondering if she'll use this massive national stage at Madison Square Garden to finally unveil it. It would be a marketing masterstroke. Built for the big stage, some critics might worry about her lack of broadcasting experience. But Caitlin is a natural. Whether she's appearing on Saturday Night Live, joining the Manning cast during the Final Four, or even hopping into the Yankees booth, she has shown she's comfortable, funny, and incredibly sharp. She sees the game differently than most, spotting angles and plays that others miss. Bringing that fresh perspective to an NBA broadcast is exactly what NBC needs to keep their coverage exciting and modern. Connecting the NBA and WNBA, this move is a huge step in bringing the NBA and WNBA closer together. For too long, they felt like separate worlds. By having the biggest star in women's basketball analyze men's games, NBC is telling fans, if you respect her knowledge, you should respect her game. It's a win-win for everyone. For the WNBA, it keeps the league in front of casual fans during the off-season. For the NBA, it attracts a younger, enthusiastic audience. For Caitlin, it's a smart business move. Since she's already partnered with Xfinity, which is owned by NBC's parent company, this collaboration was a natural fit. At just 24, Caitlin is already maximizing her brand and building a career that will last long after she stops playing. She isn't just a player anymore. She's a household name. A primetime business move. What makes this truly impressive is the timing. Most athletes wait until they retire to start a media career, but Caitlin is doing it at 24 years old, right in the middle of her playing prime. As one of the most famous athletes in the country, she's showing a level of business savvy we rarely see. She isn't just playing the game. She's owning the conversation around it. High energy and expert analysis on February 1st. Don't expect Caitlin to just sit in the background. NBC is putting her front and center because her playing style, deep threes and fast-paced transition, perfectly matches the modern NBA. Her analysis will be incredibly relevant. Whether she's critiquing LeBron James passing or breaking down footwork, she's the perfect voice for this era of basketball. The cool factor. Let's be honest, pre-game shows can sometimes feel a bit old school. Caitlin brings an instant spark of youth and relevance. She speaks the language of a younger generation, making the broadcast a must-watch for the TikTok era. She is quite literally the cheat code NBC needs to capture a wider audience. A win for everyone. This partnership is a rare win-win-win for NBC. They land the biggest star in sports today. For the NBA, they get fresh eyes on their product from a new fan base. For Caitlin and the WNBA, they expand their reach to millions of casual viewers. February 1st is going to be a historic night. It's the beginning of a new chapter for sports media, and Caitlin Clark is leading the charge.